Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll know when I next upload a video. So this is actually my first bullet journal video. I actually started bullet journaling back in November of last year, and I actually started making a video for that, but I never got around to finishing it or posting it, and then obviously by the time I did, it's not November anymore. So I'm thinking I might do like a video of all my previous bullet journal spreads as like one long massive flip through of them all. So let me know in the comments if that's something you'd want to see. So this month for June, I've decided to do a Glee bullet journal spread. So I started off with my cover page of just doing June in, and I kind of tried to match the font of the Glee font, and then I kind of roughly coloured in the background of yellow. And then to the left, I did the quote by Rachel Berry, which is, being a part of something special does not make you special. Something is special because you are a part of it. And then I just coloured in the stars and a couple of the words in yellow. So for my monthly calendar, I just did a simple layout, and I did my squares of 6 along and 7 up so that I could leave a separator between each box. So then they ended up being 6 by 6. And then I did June in the top left corner. And then, of course, I tried to draw someone throwing a cup of slushy over the word June, so it looks like it's spilling over it. It didn't quite turn out how I thought it would. And then I kind of stuck to the colour theme of blue and yellow because for some reason that's just what I kind of imagine when I think of Glee. So that was kind of a simple layout. And then my next page, which is my mood tracker and my habit trackers. So for my mood tracker, I just decided to do 30 cups of slushies being thrown out in different directions. And then I do eventually put a key at the bottom. I just stuck to simple, happy, normal, and then not so happy with 3 colours. So I did red, blue, and yellow. And then, of course, I went along and numbered them all so that I knew which one was for which day. And that was kind of fun to draw out all the slushy spilling out. And then for the next page, I did a habit tracker. And for this, I actually, after I finished it, I kind of thought that I wish I had gone with a different design. I went for microphones because I thought, oh, you know, music, singing, that's what they do on Glee. But then thinking about it, I don't think they ever really use microphones. They just sing from their voice. So I thought, oh, something else would have been a bit better, but it's too late now. And then I decided I was drawing out the squares for like each day, and then I drew out the squares on the bit where you hold the microphone, and then I realised, oh, they've all blended in and I couldn't tell which bit was which, so then I had to start colouring it in before I carried on with the rest of the squares. And then I actually realised I don't need any squares at the bottom because I'm colouring it in black. So anyway, I filled in all the numbers, and I'll probably stick to just like grey for the squares because that's like the colour of a microphone. And then I put different habits in that I can track each month. So stuff like healthy eating, making sure I'm drinking enough water, checking my emails and stuff like that. So this next page, I actually got a lot of my ideas from different people I've seen. Some of them I've seen from Amanda H. Lee, some I've seen from Strawberry 17, Megan Camarina, some of them I've just seen from random people's, and some of them are my own ideas. But this one I really liked and I've used in my previous bullet journals, which is just a doodle a day. So basically I feel like at the end of the day, because normally I fill my bullet journals out at the end of the day, I know some people like to do it in the morning, but I do mine at the end. And then in each box for each day, I just draw something like a memory from the day, or, you know, something I enjoyed about that day, so then I can look back at it and see all the memories. And then, oh yeah, for the title, I tried to do the L in Doodle, like the L from the Glee with the hand. It did not turn out how I wanted it to. It just does not look like a hand at all. And then in the background, I just decided to do a megaphone, which says the word Glee on it, which I don't know if that's too distracting, but I wanted to kind of not just do a whole bunch of boxes because that was kind of boring. And then for this next page, I'm kind of excited about it because a lot of the time my bullet journals are just, you know, filling stuff in, keeping track, and it can get kind of like the same old. So for this page, I did a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 of Glee. So I actually got this idea from AfterBuzz TV, and they did a Glee podcast, and they did this on their last episode. And it's where you do 5 favourite songs, 4 favourite guest stars, 3 favourite moments, 2 favourite characters, and 1 favourite ship. And I filled it in already so that I could just tell you what mine is. And let me know what your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is in the comments down below. So my 5 favourite songs, I've put Don't Stop Believing, obviously. And I feel like if I had to pick, it would probably be the very first one. Because when Will walks in the back and then he's like, oh, this could actually be something special, like that one will always be my favourite. And then I put Poker Face, and by the way, these are not in the order, they're just a random order. I've put Poker Face because I love that version. It's like more acoustic, and I could just go crazy over that song. Speaking of which, the next song is Crazy You Drive Me Crazy mashup, which Marley and Jake sing, and yeah, that's just a great song. And then I've put Roots Before Branches, which is when Rachel is leaving for New York, and that's just, I mean, I could just listen to that all day. And then my last one I've put the mashup of Pretty and Unpretty because, well, yeah, it's just, that's a great song. And I love Quinn when she sings, I love her voice, so. And then for 4 favourite guest stars, I've put Idina Menzel, obviously, because I loved her in Wicked, and I loved her in Glee. And I think she was the perfect fit for Rachel's mum. They look so alike in real life. And then my second one, I've put Kristen Chenoweth, obviously, because I knew her from Wicked as well. And I think she's got an amazing voice. And then my third one, I've put Gwyneth Paltrow, just because I liked her character. Obviously, I'm glad that her and Will didn't end up together, but I was happy when she made a return in season 6. And I love her version of Turning Tables as well. And then my fourth one, I put Neil Patrick Harris, just because I think he's got an amazing voice. And then for my 3 favourite moments, I've put my first one as the Wemmer wedding. So obviously the one that actually goes well, not when she runs out, because that's just so sweet and they're my favourite couple. And then I like when the past is like, oh, I've got a reservation at Breadsticks too, I'll see you there. And then my second favourite moment is the moment in season 6 when Will and Sam are playing in the choir room and Will singing Forever Young, and all of the people from all the new and old New Directions are in the choir room and he's just singing to them, because that is just like the sweetest moment. And then my third favourite moment is season 3 Nationals, just the whole episode, because obviously they win and like just everything good happens in that episode, and like, yeah, that's just a great episode. And then moving on to my 2 favourite characters, I put Finn. He was like the popular guy, but like he still cared for the people that weren't so popular. And he didn't, in the end, care about his reputation so much. And then my second favourite character, I chose Marley, just because I see a lot of myself in her. And she was kind of like the main character. And yeah, I just see myself a lot in her. So, and then my 1 favourite ship is, and there was a lot to choose from, but it has to be Wemmer. I'm sorry, I know a lot of people are like, oh no, like the teachers shouldn't be as a part of it, but I'm just like, I'm following their story, and I was upset because in season 1, Emma she was listed as a main character, I'm sure, and she was like in a lot of the scenes. And then as the seasons went on, she was in it less and less. And I was like, I thought she was quite funny. And then I was really upset when her and Will weren't going to end up. And then I was so happy in the episode Boys and Girls on Film when he goes to her window with a radio and is like singing to her through the windows. And then they were like, oh, we'll try again. I was like, yes! And that's also why the Wemmer wedding is one of my favourite moments, because they are my all-time favourite ship. So moving on, I also did a blank page next to it. I wrote quote page on it. I haven't yet done a quote, but I will find one and I'm going to put it in. This next page is just my weekly calendar spreads and then a picture on the right of another slushie, because I couldn't really think of many Glee things, like things to do with Glee as much, and that's like what came to my mind. So, and then rather than just doing a boring old calendar layout like you get in a diary, I turned each day into like a piano, because I thought they play instruments a lot on Glee, and like I knew they played guitar, but I was like, I can't really draw a guitar because that's going to take up the whole room, so I did it like a keyboard. And then yeah, on the right I just drew a slushie, and I think I coloured that in. I didn't do the dates on it because I actually filled out the week before, and then I didn't think it would make sense, so this page is the last page, I believe, and this is where I like to keep a track of what I eat every day. So I've labelled the top of each of the boxes, and then I've got breakfast, lunch, dinner and snacks, so I can keep on top of it, because sometimes I'll eat too much junk and sometimes I won't eat enough, and it's good to look back and see. And also sometimes what you eat can affect like your mood. So I just like to, see what I've been eating, and it's really helpful for me. And then I just coloured that in blue and yellow. And this is my final flip through for June. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some ideas for yourself. If you do decide to recreate any of it, then let me know on Instagram. My social media is at HollywoodHRA in capital letters. And yeah, this is my bullet journal for June, so don't forget to like this video, leave a comment down below of what your Glee 54321 is, and I'll see you on the next video.